Motherfucker, I make power moves with the power of Zeus. A pack of rabid gorillas that just broke out of the zoo.
Okay, cool. Let's get on with it.
Alright.
So yeah, just to start off with, we're just going for like a little walk and just get warmed up.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess just to kind of like have a little recap about like where you're at. You've been obviously meeting girls, just not so much through cold approach, more like online and.
Yeah, just Hinge really, to be honest.
Okay, so you kind of want to just have more options, I guess, with Daygame, and just kind of like, I think your long-term goal is to have that abundance, that level of abundance where you can just see a girl go up and approach her.
Yeah.
Have that as an extra like string to your bow, I guess.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, I don't really have any like massive aspirations, to be honest. I don't think it's too good really to just have these big, unreachable goals really to be, or you know, maybe you can reach them really.
Yeah. I mean, no goal is unreachable, but it depends like, kind of what you want really.
Yeah. Like obviously there are other things I want to do in my life, obviously. So you know, I just want to have good enough really. You know, to be able to see an attractive girl for a couple of months, and once that fizzles out, it's not having too much effort really to get and do it again, really. You know. And I go solo traveling quite a lot as well, so I like to rely less on like hostels basically and meeting people. And usually it's rubbish hostels anyway, it's just full of blokes really usually, especially during like COVID.
Yeah, I mean, being able to just approach when you're by yourself, solo, like in a different country, is so empowering. That's such an amazing experience if you can like nail it.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, I meet an English guy, you know, foreign face, you know, they fucking love it, and they're so like into it. So it's a massive advantage, I think. But yeah.
Excuse me, I like your hat. Just want to say I love your hat. Have a good day.
Fucking hell, I was literally about to tell you to do that.
Read your mind, mate. I've seen your videos, isn't it? I've seen all your stupid videos.
That's good.
It's funny when I think about it. It's I don't know what it is when you're just out with someone. It's just easy to show someone up. So it's just completely different from going out alone. I'm useless doing it alone.
Yeah, that's something I want to work on, because I hate, like, basically you want to avoid like the trap where it's like you have an amazing session, you've done really well on the training, and the next day you're out by yourself and it's like, oh fuck, I'm back to where I was. I don't have that extra guy with me, and you want to be like self-sufficient. You don't have to rely on that other person to be with you. So okay, let's do some more of that.
Okay.
Just to get warmed up, I'll do a few as well.
Cool.
And it's basically just a little compliment, and depending on how you're feeling, maybe push it a bit further.
Yeah, I mean, you're never going to feel comfortable really.
At all at this stage. It's literally just see where it goes. No, nothing to, you know, we're not picking up girls or whatever at this point. Being a bit more sociable. If we can get a little information, perfect. Nothing, no pressure at this point.
Cool. Excuse me. I like your red coat. It's very nice. Have a good night. Kind of run out of that bit really, you know, that juncture really.
That's alright, yeah, it's good.
Also, didn't really fancy her that much as well.
It doesn't matter, you don't have to really.
Yeah. That's one thing I have found, I don't know. Well, it's kind of a two-way thing really. I find if it is actually genuine, if you do fancy on it, it comes off a lot better. Because when I was spamming, I mean, I was basically spamming approaches in Turkey to be honest, like groups of girls really, you know, I didn't really fancy them that much really. You're always going to come off like not particularly genuine. Is that why? I don't know, maybe it's not.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to be at least a bit attracted to them, because normally it will come off, like normally in an interaction, you want to be a bit intimate with it, at least, because otherwise, you know, you're just not going to have that motivation really normally. But having said that, you don't want to have your standards too high where it's like, oh, I'm not going to approach you.
That's right.
Just not hot enough, that kind of thing, just constantly. Because then, like, you don't get enough approaches done, and that's another issue that guys have, is that they don't do enough approaches. And then, because this is a massive numbers game, there's no denying the fact that it's a cold approach, massive numbers game, so you have to play the numbers. Hey, excuse me, I like that approach, it's nice.
Thank you.
There you go. Very simple, just throwing a little bit of value at people, nothing, you know, no big deal. Not expecting anything, just getting yourself warmed up, making people's days, it's all good. It's just a very altruistic thing. And the more you do it, the more you feel like doing more and you get into it, it's just a very gradual step just to getting into doing a natural approach later on. Eventually you get to a point where you don't need to do this. You want to get to a point like where you just don't give a fuck, you just go straight into doing an approach normally. But for beginner guys, this is really fucking helpful.
Yeah, it's funny because I've watched loads of your videos, obviously. You know, sitting there on your laptop, you've got your big old bag of Doritos out in it, and you're watching it in fucking 2D. Yeah, it's just completely different. I'm sure everyone, I know you might have been watching this really, has had that experience really, watch like a lot of these videos really, and you go outside, you know, it's a bit cold, the world's a lot more 3D, I guess.
Yeah, it's just different, like doing it in reality compared to watching it.
Yeah.
I'm watching it's so different, such a different experience, and that's why like coaching is so beneficial. But, you know, you just get feedback on what you're doing, not something that you think you can do. In your head, it's like you can watch it and be like, oh, that's fucking easy. It makes it look easy. I can fucking do that.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it's on autofocus, my bad. Sorry. No, it should be right. Sorry about that. Yeah, now you should be able to do it. Yeah. Try and go a little bit further back from us though. Cool. Like if it goes bad, just cut. Yeah, it's alright. Like for example, we'll be at that end there. You'll be like here basically. So yeah, that sort of distance. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I've done like airplanes before. Actually, that's actually my only success actually with cold approach. Actually, it's not even really cold approach on a plane really. Yeah. And it's I don't know, just everyone's on holiday and they're in a good mood to really go really.
Yeah. People are in a good mood, especially when they're leaving a place to go to a place. They're all in a good mood. Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you in my emails really. The holiday has been on really. I always chat to someone on the plane really. I usually get quite good luck.
It's really good. I mean, actually, like you're in like that takes a lot of confidence, and like a lot of guys wouldn't have like the confidence to do that. So actually, you're in a really like advantageous position right now. Like your like level of social anxiety is really that high. I think like
it's a little bit high. I was very anxious this morning actually when I came up. I was like, today's a day really. Like it's you know. I've watched all these videos and so I came with the mentality really to want to forget everything I've learned really last 6 months and just listen to you really and to take a board. So there was a little pressure basically.
Yeah, I mean I guess it's like internally you're maybe a little bit nervous, but you're quite sort of an extroverted and quite sociable person.
A little.
Which you have that advantage to have that. Most times generally look more introverted.
Okay.
Have more of an introverted background. And really struggle with the social anxiety early on. But I think with you it's a bit more. You just push yourself a bit more compared to most people, and I think you have that advantage, which is good.
I mean, I used to have quite a lot of social anxiety, especially with the younger really, up until about 20, even 28 really actually, to be honest. And then I went on holiday by myself really, stayed at hostels really. And then obviously once you're there really, you kind of, you need to make some mates really, or you don't really want to be billionaire mates, do you, in a foreign destination. So you just have to go and speak to people. There's no question about it really, and I found that was actually really helpful. I used to play poker actually just there quite a lot at the Hippodrome. And you're seeing about 9 people all day, you know, generally like old blokes in their 40s really and 50s. You just get used to talking to people really.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's just about being sociable, like just generally throughout your life. And then when it comes to actually doing like an approach, it's less of a big deal. Let's do a few more.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
It's just like integrating it. That should be your aim.
Yeah.
Just being sociable. Having a chat with just a random person you meet throughout your life.
Yeah.
Okay, let's do doesn't have to be anyone particularly hugely attractive, just a girl walking or stationary, whatever.
Yeah.
And then just throw in a very light compliment. It can be about anything. Nice hair, nice coat.
Nice teeth, nice. Nice eyes.
Nice earlobes.
Nice earlobes, oh yeah.
Lisa, what the fuck are you doing? You've become some fucking...
Yeah, this is what you always say, isn't it? So hit and miss, London. It's just the most hit and miss.
It is very much so, yeah. I think now, because there's less tourists, it's not as good as it was, for sure.
That's true.
But don't let that deter you, because you just have to work with what you got, really. Eventually, and this is good practice anyway, like, you know, even if people are more unreceptive now compared to the way they were before, that's fine.
Excuse me, I like your jacket, little space jacket. You're going to the moon or something? You're not? Have a good day.
Excellent.
Not today, apparently.
Yeah, excellent. That's that's really good.
Oh, was you really? Oh,
I think that's my mum, yeah. It's good that you didn't even realise and, you know, don't care. Like, most
I find groups not that bad, really. Actually, yeah, some of them are, yeah.
No, that's the way to look at it. Like, if they're with someone else, if anything, it should be like something to help you.
Yeah.
Like, if they're into it as well, you know, it becomes a group conversation rather than just a one-on-one. That can actually help you a lot more. There's just more stuff to talk about. They're more likely to inject into the conversation. You know, I think just carry on the conversation, help you out with the conversation rather than everything you when you're talking one-on-one with a girl.
And to be honest, it was just a very throwaway comment, really, and it was a bit in the face, really, to be honest. It wasn't like the best one, which is fine.
Yeah, that's totally what I'm going to do right now anyway. So.
Cool.
Let's do like maybe 2 more of these, and then we'll try and develop a bit more from there.
Okay.
So this is just to kind of get myself warmed up, really.
Yeah. Excuse me. I like your leather jacket. Just want to say it's quite nice. Have a good day.
Excellent.
Yeah, I almost bailed that one, but actually, you actually looked actually. Yeah. I almost bailed it. I mean.
Oh, you almost did. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why do you think that was, though?
I guess she's fit, really, or decent looking. Yeah, pretty good looking, I'd say.
Would you say like if she's like really quite attractive, you get a bit intimidated?
I'd say so. Yeah, for sure.
That's very common for a lot of guys. It's just a case of getting yourself desensitized to it. The more you do it, the less you care. The more you see it just any other human. You know, to look at it is that, you know, imagine her taking a shit.
A big old greasy shit is that.
And then if you really think of that, you know, you're going to not put her on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Realize do you know what I've done there? Another human being, lost in this world.
Yeah.
Get through everyday life. Her shit smells.
Yeah. I find like UK girls quite like being gross these days. I don't know if it's just me.
Like what?
UK girls just quite like being gross, really. With like the male mates. I don't know, they always like burping the fart in, I find. Really, more than guys, I reckon.
Like English girls. I mean, this is obviously a massive generalisation, but they tend to be less feminine. Generally, so it's more of a cultural thing. It's just British culture. Like girls like to act like lads a lot of the time.
Try to do another in a second. Yeah.
That's right.
Excuse me. So say like your coats. Have a nice day. Yeah, I'd say a little bit on that one, but.
That's okay. So what we can do now, because obviously now, how are you feeling right now? Are you a little bit less nervous?
I'd say about the same, really. I'd say about the same.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit less.
Yeah. It's just a gradual thing. The more you do it, the more you stop caring, the more it goes away.
Yeah.
It's easier. So I think what we can do a bit more now is just do that compliment, but try and just ask a follow-up question. If you can.
Okay.
It's not like we're trying to get like a full-on conversation and get a number at this point. It's literally just, again, more of a throwaway, eject at any time you like.
Yeah.
Just, give a little compliment and then follow up just with a question. Like, what are you up to today? Or what's your name? Where are you from?
Okay.
Just one question like that.
Yep.
And then, when you get like something like that.
Okay.
And then just see where it goes. You're not really into it, just eject.
Yeah.
Just do however much or however little you feel like.
Okay. Sounds good.
It's about getting warmed up at this point, getting more socially lubricated. That's what we're trying to do now. Just adding gradual layers of complexity to it. And then we'll add a bit more structure later on once we actually start doing like full approach.
Yeah, that's all. I feel that's about the stage I'm actually on, to be honest. That level of the video game, I guess, where I've done like the approaches really, but not really any particularly went anywhere. About that. Yeah. Some of them would have been pissed as well, really, and some of them were groups, etc.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously a different experience,
Oh, it's completely different, yeah.
So I know you said, you actually mentioned you did some like or what some guys would consider to be quite high pressure stuff, like group interactions in a bar, that kind of thing, or in an airport. You said you did that. So, that is really, really good to have done that, especially by yourself as well.
I'll do this one actually. Excuse me. So it's a bit random, but I just want to say you look quite nice, to be honest. I know it's a bit random. You know, people don't really do this. You're supposed to meet people on Hinge and stuff.
It's really
How's your day? How's your first week out of lockdown going? Is it all right?
Yeah, it's good. I'm just waiting for some friends. We're going to see the Does Market.
Oh, you're Australian?
No, New Zealand.
Oh, New Zealand. Oh God, you must hate it when people like confuse you, to be honest.
No, lots of people do think we're Australian, but
The worst to find is actually the Canadians, right? The Canadians always like hate being confused with the Americans. The amount of Canadians just hate it.
yeah.
But they do sound exactly the same, right?
Yeah, no, very similar. We can tell the difference, not many other people.
You can tell the difference, can you?
Yeah, we can tell.
But like the UK, so the British and the Scottish, you can't tell the difference at all, really. So we sound exactly the same. So I've got a bit of a posh accent, really. What part of New Zealand from? Are you kind of like?
Wellington.
Is that a big city? Is that the main? Is that like the London in New Zealand?
No, Auckland would be the London, New Zealand. Wellington's the capital there.
Oh, okay. Oh, Wellington's the capital. Is it? Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Anyway, yeah, I'll see you later. Have a nice day. Have a good day.
Excellent. That was really good. Actually, that was a lot more than I expected. Because I thought it was a compliment, question or two.
Yeah.
Yeah, you had a full-on conversation there. Sounds amazing. Really good.
Yeah, I should have just.
The thing is,
I got
when
the
you're
number
there,
really.
when you're there,
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have even.
Yeah, I know.
If you want, you can go back and ask for a number. put that
No, wait.
I would force you to do
Yeah,
that. At this point.
I'll leave at this stage.
Okay. Because
Yeah.
like that's the thing. Like when you're in there and you can see she's quite friendly and receptive, you just carry on. You just
Yeah.
carry on, and that's the thing with this.
So I can chat a lot of shit. I find. I don't know. I can get a lot of mileage out of how are you really.
Yeah. It's like, because you know you can do it. Like, if you just don't put that pressure on yourself at the beginning, and you just go in there, see how it goes. You see that you're into it, she's into it.
Yeah.
A little nice conversation. It's no big deal. You just carry
Yeah.
That's exactly what we do. You probably didn't realise. Subconsciously, you're just doing it.
Pretty much. Yeah. It's just obviously a conversation. I mean, I could have like teased like a little bit more really.
Don't worry about that. We're going to get on to
Okay,
that.
cool.
Don't worry about that now. Now it's literally just getting into conversation.
Yeah. Sorry. Okay, my mouth's a bit dry. I need a bit more water in it. Need to get one of these big old long bottles in it. Yeah, if there's a shop. Otherwise, you know, I'm not super in.
Cool. Let's do a bit more.
Yeah. That's cool.
Again, let's try and get into a bit of a conversation, completely freestyle it.
Yeah.
Like you did that last time. See where it goes.
Yeah, the truth's just not really to think too much, isn't it?
It's ideal if they'll be stationary. But
Yeah.
Not then.
I'll stick to stationary ones now. I don't. Cause the thing is, like, it's just quite easy to overhype yourself. You see a girl you like, and if you don't do the approach or whatever, it's easy to kind of beat yourself up in your head, right?
Yeah.
But if you just kind of have like a goal and stick to it, it's probably not so bad. I don't know.
We'll stick to stationary ones
For now,
just
yeah.
for now, because they're normally easy to get into a conversation with.
Yep.
And then we'll do some walking ones later.
Yeah.
Actually, we'll do a lot of walking ones later. Actually.
Yeah, I'm excited to see the walker ones.
What's that, sorry?
I'm excited to do the walker ones. Yeah.
That one, you know, it's good to do like a fun stuff. I don't know if you know much about that.
I've watched the videos and that,
So
but
you're quite well informed about that.
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. It's good actually. You're in a quite good position. It's good because, like with you, it's like you're quite naturally sociable and I'd say like fairly extroverted.
Yeah.
But you haven't done that many approaches.
I haven't. No.
You know about it because you've kind of immersed yourself in the theory and a lot of stuff. So that's you're in quite a good position, I would say.
Well, it's funny. I mean, I was just in that position of just your standard YouTuber, really. Watched it, really. Yeah. I remember I went to some speed dating thing. It was just completely shit. Basically, there were just two piss girls who just turned up completely drunk. And then me and this guy in his 40s, we just started drinking loads of wine. And I watched this guy in his 40s just approach like these two girls. I thought, fucking hell, I'll just watch all these stupid videos, right? And like this guy in his fucking 40s just approached these two girls. Like, right, I'm actually going to do some approaches. I did them in the end.
That's good.
It's always the first one. The first one's always the hardest, isn't it? But
exactly. And if you can do it solo, that's really impressive. And well done for that. But yeah, I remember I went to a speed dating thing before I got into Daygame.
Did you?
Yeah, and it was just utter shit. It was like police women.
Police women. Caverns, isn't it?
Yeah, that was just a bit like, I don't know, just not that appealing to me.
Well, please women.
Yeah.
Please women, what do you think?
I just feel like I'm dominated. It doesn't feel right for some reason. At that point, I thought, fuck me, there's got to be better ways of getting acquainted.
To be honest, this is actually how I started, actually. I don't know, the whole pick-up, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, really. Yeah, I was speed dating, I had no matches, thought, I can't be that, because you look at like your competition, really, and you think, fucking hell. You know, it's only being a bit mean, really, but you know, the competition. There's one guy smoking a rollie out of his mouth, really. There's one guy literally he's got pointed up at his chin on his phone or whatever. You know, there's really just no competition, really. I mean, there's not really much of a prize, really, but. Right, I'll try and get one in the bag. It's easy to like just sit on your wins, isn't it?
Yeah.
First one you have to be.
There'll be some. We can go that way to Common Garden. There'll be some. This way.
There are a few. I'm hesitating like slightly, but I will do it.
In Common Garden.
Well, I mean, I've seen a couple, maybe one or two back there, really, but I will do it.
Personally, I'm not a biggest fan of Common Garden, but it is good because there's quite a lot of stationary ones.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah, that's true. I expected it to be pretty rammed.
So it's sour, man.
Perhaps this one here on the left.
Nah, not particularly, I'll say.
If they're walking slowly, it's okay as well.
That's true.
So I think
You don't need the sauce.
really sounds She was like, so you started gently, what was you going to do? Like,
Yeah, just then now.
Okay. Cool. Excuse me, it's a bit random. Just want to say you look quite nice. I know you're not supposed to, obviously, like you change to that, but anyway, have a nice day.
With that one, you didn't feel
You want a long
what happened there?
I don't know, maybe it was the mask?
Maybe the mask. Yeah, I think subconsciously. Don't let the mask affect you though, because
It like the lack of body language, really.
yeah, don't expect them to be too excited at the beginning.
Yeah.
Because that's another thing. Like if the girl's not like ecstatic at the beginning, some guys say they blow themselves out.
Yeah, yeah,
More information before that.
yeah. I guess that's what I did as well.
One on the left. Let's do that.
Who's up?
It's quite attractive. It'll be a good one to do. And I can see you're a little bit hesitant.
I am a little bit hesitant, yeah.
Even if it's just
Which one's that?
Even that one in the black, just there. Even
Okay.
if it's just a quick compliment.
Okay.
Where are you from? Something like that. You know, she's hot. She's definitely hot. But it's good to, you know.
Yeah, okay.
You need to do it just to get.
Cool, I'll do it, right. Excuse me, so it's a bit random, I'm just walking past. I just wanted to say you look quite nice, that's all. Just, I know we're supposed to use like Hinge and all this rubbish, but I just come out of lockdown and just going to like speak to some new people, really, to be honest. How have you been? You been okay?
Yeah, I'm pretty
What are you doing, Christmas shopping?
yeah, I'm meeting a friend in a minute, so
Are you meeting a friend, are you? Tinder date, is it?
yeah.
Well, have a nice day anyway. Take care.
Okay. So just a bit of like feedback.
Okay.
At this point, with your body language, it's a bit kind of like. It's almost a bit apologetic. You're like kind of.
Oh, right, yeah.
A bit like,
Yeah.
a bit like almost like squirming a little bit, as if as if you've done something you shouldn't have. That's kind of.
Oh, yeah.
That's almost like the body language you're portraying there.
It is a bit apologetic, actually,
A
yeah.
bit more.
Okay.
I know she was hot, and I know you were a bit nervous, maybe, but
I didn't think she was that hot, personally.
yeah,
It was a
looked
different
good
type.
actually from what I could see. Yeah, she was definitely attractive.
Yeah.
But yeah, just try and own it a bit more. Like,
Okay.
don't have this kind of apologetic vibe to it. You want to be more dominant, more like you just do not give a fuck.
Yeah.
That's the kind of vibe we want to get across.
Okay.
With her, I think it was a bit kind of like, yeah, just a bit like almost like, oh shit, I should have done this. Almost.
Yeah. I was like that.
It's almost like you want to speak to her.
Yeah.
The way that you speak to me.
Okay.
It's like a normal, like with mates, that kind of thing. That kind of vibe. That's the way you want to try and do it.
Cool.
At least at the beginning. Because you're.
Yeah, I was actually. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Like, so I do have like. I don't look a bit awkward really, but no, it's yeah.
Casual sort of look.
Okay.
It's just more about like.
Yeah, because I'm kind of like holding myself back. Yeah.
Leaning back, like a bit of it wasn't like a genuine smile. It was like a nervous smile.
Yeah, a bit of a salesman smile, I guess. Cool.
And the way, and that's all subconscious stuff. You don't even realise you're doing it. But the thing is, when you're completely relaxed, you don't give a fuck, you won't be doing that.
Excuse me, it's a bit random. Just want to say you look quite nice today, that's all. Where are you from? Are you not from the UK, are you? You're not? Okay. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Yeah.
She turned away, right? Or you pushed it a bit further, I think.
Yeah, I should have. She just said no, really. She said you're not from the UK. I should have just said where you're from, because there's a closed-ended question, right? Is yes or no.
Don't give up too early.
Yeah.
Remember, like with this, you can't expect the girls to be jumping all ecstatic like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Give you that positive reinforcement. You just have to apply a little bit further.
Yeah.
If you're really not into it, then just leave.
Cool.
But you need to be a bit more persistent, I think.
Yeah. And in fact, to be honest, actually, that's probably something is quite. I think like that's probably my biggest fault in dating life generally, whether it's either cold approach or online dating. Really, it's just actually persistent. Really.
Normally what I do is if I get like two slightly negative kind of responses out of her, she's just consistently giving one-word answers, then I might eject. But otherwise, you want to pry a little bit further.
Yeah.
To see if she's, because sometimes if you look at it from the girl's perspective, she's just like some random ass guy just come up.
That's it. Yeah.
Nervous. She's a bit taken aback. She's off her guard, and or she's on her guard. She doesn't know who the fuck you are.
That's it.
You've caught her off guard, and it's just like from her perspective, she's going to be really nervous and she's not going to know what the fuck to say or do, and so she's going to maybe be a bit cold in the beginning. But sometimes you need to break through that initial barrier, and then you can start having those really amazing conversations.
Exactly. But yeah, the first one was good with the Aussie girl. Or was it? Oh, Kiwi even.
She was just open and friendly and
Yeah, that's true.
Not every girl is going to be like that, so you just have to.
So I'll get some water first, is that okay? I'll just get one bowl of water and I'll be good to go. Excuse me, I just want to say I like your hat, it's very nice. And your big old hair as well.
Thank you.
I bet your hair must cost a lot of money, innit? Have a nice day. Fucking hell. Yeah, I panicked again, yeah. I know, it's, that's... Yeah, she was like nice-ish, I guess.
Oh, no, the picture is just down here.
Okay, cool.
This one on the green.
Which one's that?
Just here standing.
Okay, cool.
And yeah, again, just this time,
You need at least 30.
stay there a bit further. Don't reject too quickly. Stay there like for a minute or so. Just asking a few questions. See where it goes. No pressure on the interaction. Okay, never mind.
Still do it? No, I ain't fucking do it.
Okay, never mind. That happens sometimes. That's the thing. When girls are there by themselves, they're always waiting for someone.
Yeah, it's actually like you said, it's 99% of the time when they're waiting at someone up the street or something.
Having said that, the ones at our station are really good because of the fact that they're just waiting, they're doing nothing, and so therefore they're more open to having a conversation. Whereas when they're walking, they're more likely to blow you because they've got somewhere to be.
I'll try and do another. It's right. I'm just procrastinating really.
No, it's okay, don't worry.
So I do just want to just get a lot. It's just doing more approaches really. It's just not rocket science. obviously about 2 years younger too. Yeah.
That's the thing with
Yeah.
this whole thing is that like one thing that a lot of guys underestimate is just the importance of quantity.
I know.
Because like you don't have to have like amazing interactions. Like
Yeah.
guys kind of think that like I need to have the perfect interaction and then the girl get the girl. But actually a lot of the time it's just having lots of average conversations is actually more effective than having that one perfect interaction. Because a lot of the time it really depends on the girl's circumstances that you have absolutely no control over. Like is she single? Is she open-minded? Is she friendly? Is she down to meet a random motherfucker on the street?
Yeah. That's true, isn't it?
You don't really have much control over.
That's it. Ideally, I don't want to really get out with somebody who's not really up for being around a girl. I want someone who's a bit crazy, really.
Exactly.
Who's someone a bit spontaneous. I don't really want a boring girl.
Exactly. I like that as well. I like the girls who are like confident.
Yeah.
And they're adventurous, open-minded and everything. If you want to stop recording.
Cheers for watching. If you'd be interested in one-to-one coaching with me where we'll go out in public and work on you approaching girls, or more generally with your social confidence, please visit my website ed-game.com.
Motherfucker, I make power moves with the power of Zeus. A pack of rabid gorillas that just broke out of the zoo. But not the zooberly, brutally beat them, eat them. They fooled me, suckers foolishly fool with me. Better stop the buffoonery. I'm a lunatic, literally with loony bin lunacy howling at